What is up, Investor Jason here? Let's talk a little bit about Cardano here. Now, there's some people still talking about Cardano possibly falling to a price as low as 30 cents. Is this something that we're going to actually be seeing? Now, I'm optimistic, and I don't really think that we're going to see it getting that low, especially that we have the Vasil Hardfork testnet launching on July 3rd, the day after I'm making this right now. So the odds of actually seeing it fall to a price of 30 cents, I would say my personal opinion would be something that would be highly unlikely, especially if we were to look over at Cardano on the charts by the minute. And you can see that when it does drop to a price of around 44 cents, there's just a lot of support at that price. It's really hard to see Cardano dropping any lower than that. And we've already seen it hit a low, the 52-week low of around 39 cents. And it doesn't seem like it even wants to get anywhere close to that anymore. So that was possibly the bottom, in my opinion. And I think that the catalyst of what we have right now, I think that it's just too good to see the price dropping much more lower than it is. I think that we've already seen the price bleed so much that there really is not much more to bleed, in my personal opinion. But I'm going to go ahead and get into a technical analysis of Cardano and just talk a little bit about some news and doing some updates. So as I do, if you don't mind, please do me a huge favor. Please be sure to smash the store annihilate or gently press that like button to help me out with the algorithm, help spread the content to more people that might find it interesting, and subscribe if you have not already, and make sure you do push that bell notification because, well, some of this content that I'm making here is not reaching anybody that is subscribed, so that will help out a lot. Let's get to it. Now, looking over at CoinMarketCap, we do have Cardano still the seventh largest cryptocurrency by market cap on this particular day. It's making a little bit of moves up, but not a whole lot, anything too significant. Currently priced at around 45 cents at this moment, and over the last 7 days, Cardano is down 7%. Now, we really haven't seen much going on with Bitcoin, where Bitcoin over these last 7 days is down more than 9%. So a lot of that is actually making the pace for all the altcoins that is making them also in the red over the last 7 days. Like Ethereum, for example, 11.7% down over these last 7 days. Now, as far as the news that is going on with Cardano, on June 28th, Input Output had tweeted that they had submitted an update proposal to hardfork the Cardano testnet and commenced the countdown for the Vasil mainnet upgrade. So this is going to be happening for the testnet on July 3rd. Now, as far as what to expect with the Vasil Hardfork, Input Output had tweeted that the Vasil improvements include higher throughput through diffusion pipelining to better developer experience via much improved script performance and efficiency, plus lower cost. It is Cardano's biggest and best upgrade to date. It is also the most complex program of work they've ever undertaken, and the whole community is involved. As shared previously, their main concern is ensuring that they manage this update in a way that is safe and secure. The community has requested a minimum period of 4 weeks to allow SPOs, devs, and exchanges time they need to test and upgrade before hard forking the Cardano mainnet. Once everyone is comfortable and ready, they'll go through the same process to upgrade the mainnet to Vasil. Now, looking over at the ADA chart, what we can see is that it has always managed to hold above the price of 40%. So around the area where we're kind of testing this support right now, we're seeing this 44-cent price be one that is very strong. So as far as right now, if we're able to just keeping up with this trend right now and bouncing off of this 44-cent price and working our way back up to a price of around 50 cents, that's more than likely what we're going to be expecting to happen. But of course, we could be seeing something a little bit different, as some people are saying that we might be seeing the price of ADA drop down below that 44-cent support and start working its way down to a possible 30-cent support. Now, I really don't think that we're going to be seeing the price of ADA fall more than 1/3 of its value from where it's currently at. I think that we've already seen so much bleeding in the price that it's very unlikely that such a thing would happen, especially that we have this catalyst here with the testnet starting and what news is going to come out with that. So I think we're going to be working our way back up to that 50-cent area of resistance, and what's going to happen from there. Are we going to be able to surpass that? That's the big question there. Now, as far as what we're seeing happen here, we have been seeing a lot of bullish things going on when we do some comparisons to the price of ADA to Bitcoin and Ethereum. So looking at the ADA Bitcoin chart, what we have here is that we currently have ADA surpassing that 100-day moving average that it's been for about 2 weeks now. It's been actually past that, and it's still floating along right underneath that 200-day moving average. So there's a possibility that we could be seeing ADA climb above that 200-day moving average, but we'll have to see how things go with the launch of the Vasil Hardfork on the testnet. But also looking over at the moving averages here, what we have also when we look at the 20-day line, the red line has surpassed not just the 50-day and the 100-day line. It is also working its way up to that 200-day moving average line. So we have the actual price of ADA right underneath that 200-day moving average, and we also have the actual 20-day moving average working its way up to that 200-day moving average. So this is all things that are definitely worth paying attention to. So if we get the 20-day moving average to work its way up and above that 200-day moving average, start getting everything flipping from there on the ADA Bitcoin chart, that's going to be absolutely amazing. This could be something that could be a sign up for some really big price movements to come. Now looking at the ADA Ethereum chart, what we have here is more interesting because we have the price of ADA well above that 200-day moving average, and we also have the 20-day moving average already above that 200-day moving average, but we also have the 50-day moving average now passing that 200-day moving average. So we're starting to see that flip already going on. So we're going to have that 20-day moving average, and then that 50-day moving average, and then that 100-day moving average, and then that 200-day moving average being flipped around from where it was. That it doesn't get more bullish than that when you're talking about a price movement. When you have the 20-day moving average above all the other averages, that's the most bullish you can get. So this is awesome. This is absolutely amazing to see, and great that we're just starting the month of July, and we have the next few weeks of things really work out here. So this can be just absolutely amazing to watch what's going to happen from here. So really exciting stuff to really look at when looking at the price of ADA right now. So I don't personally think that we're going to be seeing ADA fall to a 30-cent price like there have been some people talking about. I think what we're seeing ADA already rallying depending on how you look at it. And we're not really seeing much go on with the price of ADA USD, but looking at it in the comparison of Bitcoin and Ethereum, ADA's broken out already. ADA's doing amazing, even though it's at that very low price. We're not really seeing it with USD. With all the volatility in the crypto market and the way that Bitcoin and Ethereum, everybody's performing, ADA is performing much better than people are willing to give it credit for. So this is all great stuff in my opinion, and I hope that we continue to see these price movements here and to get ADA over that 50-cent price on USD, and then you can get that rally. Who knows where the price of ADA is going to be going? I'm trying to stick with a price prediction of seeing ADA possibly go to a price of $1 by the beginning of the launch of the Vasil Hardfork on the mainnet. I think that's a possibility if things start getting better over in the crypto market. Still seeing Bitcoin price under $20,000. You know, it does create a lot more bearishness and a harder possibility to really see a nice rally with ADA, but there's that possibility that we could see things at some point turn around over in the crypto market, and that would be great to see. I would love to see ADA go to a much higher price, of course, than $1, and anything is possible. So I'm just going to stay optimistic, going to stay invested, going to keep staking, and go from there. But expect me to make more content talking about ADA, because I know that these are the topics that you guys like hearing more, but I'm interested in talking about other cryptocurrencies. Now, I keep my investments very limited as far as what I'm investing into. You know, I'm investing into Cardano, I'm investing into Bitcoin, I'm investing into Ethereum. And then from there, I'm not too spread out much more than that at this moment, but I'm always interested in talking about other things. So anyways, I'd like to hear your thoughts and opinions. So with that being said, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. New content coming out all the time. Thank you guys for watching and listening. I will see you in the next one coming very soon.